So let's take a look at what's involved in the academic and general training writing IELTS exam. First of all, there are two tasks, Task 1 and Task 2. The exam is 60 minutes long, with the first task taking up 20 minutes and the second task taking up 40 minutes. Both of the tasks are assessed independently, and Task 2 carries more weight in terms of marking. There are very detailed performance descriptors which apply to both the general and the academic training modules. Task 1 is assessed against 4 assessment criteria: task achievement, cohesion and coherence, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. And we'll have a look at what they are a bit later. The assessment criteria for Task 2 are task response, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy as well. For Task 1, there are different tasks for both the academic and the general training modules. Both are a minimum of 150 words long. And for task achievement, the criterion assesses how appropriately or accurately and relevantly the response fulfills the requirement. For the academic module, the writing task has a defined input and a largely predictable output. It's basically an information transfer task, and it relates narrowly to the factual content of an input diagram, for example, a table, a line graph, a bar chart, a pie chart, and so on. And it does not depend on speculated explanations that lie outside the given data. That means that you just have to describe and compare what you see. For the general training writing Task 1, again, like the academic Task 1, it's also a largely predictable output in that each task sets out the context and the purpose of the letter and the functions the candidate should cover in order to achieve that purpose. So let's take a look at the criteria of coherence and cohesion. Basically, this criterion is concerned with the overall clarity and fluency of the message. So how the response organizes and links information, ideas, and language. The coherence refers to the linking of ideas through logical sequencing. So, does it make sense? The cohesion refers to the varied and appropriate use of cohesive devices. For example, logical connectors such as however, moreover, in addition, in conclusion. Pronouns such as this, these, it, his. And conjunctions such as and, but, because. We use these cohesive devices to assist in making the ideas and the referential relationships between sentences and within sentences clear to the reader. So the criterion of lexical resource refers to two things: the range of your vocabulary, which means how many different types of words do you use in your writing, and then the accuracy and appropriacy in terms of the specific task that you're writing. Accuracy is to do with, do you spell the words correctly? Do you use the correct word formation? For example, use a noun when you need a noun, a verb when you need a verb, and so on. Appropriacy refers to the register of the task. So, are you writing in a formal way or an informal way? Because the language that you use, the vocabulary that you use, is going to change depending on that register. Grammatical range and accuracy refers to the type of grammatical structures that you use. How many different types do you use? For example, a variety of simple, compound, and complex sentences. Do you use conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions, participial clauses? And then do you use all of these things accurately at the sentence level? Task 2 is the same for both the academic and the general training modules. And in this task, it requires the candidates to formulate and develop a position, an opinion, in relation to a given prompt in the form of a question or a statement. The idea should be supported by evidence and examples, and you can also draw on your own experience. Responses should be at least 250 words in length. So, in terms of marking of your scripts, all scripts are marked by trained and certified IELTS examiners, and there are very detailed guidelines for marking the writing scripts, which I go over in another interview. The scores can be reported as whole bands or half bands, with whole bands ranging from 1 to 9, and the half bands being 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and so on. In some other videos, I'll show you how you can move up from one band score into a higher band score by knowing exactly what the examiners are looking for in each of those criteria: task achievement, cohesion and coherence, lexical response, and grammatical range and accuracy. Thanks for watching. I'm Maria from IELTS Online Preparation.